after the establishment of the World Trade Organization. This order is being questioned by many African nations, dreaming of a united continent, dominating the world, free from dirty colonizers. But the Kurdish nation, United States nation, and Chinese Republic all dream of expansion and retaking lands. This will knock the world order onto the edge. Nigeria, Algeria, Egypt, Ethiopia, Tanzania, and South Africa meet to plan an African expansionist alliance. One away from the NATO world order. They are ready to resist the neo-colonists. They must secure their lands and resources from the world to not have it stolen. Well, please subscribe, and let's get into it. With South Sudan gets ready to expand north, and many other places plan to expand their borders and kick the West out. Now South Africa aggressively bombs Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, Eswatini, and Lesotho. And well, after this, after securing the grounds, they decide, time for war. What a shock. And well, just need to get these two spots and then we can start it. So let's see. And well, as you can see, they plan a few things. As they move in, capturing Lesotho, they manage to capture Eswatini. Also, everyone, I forgot to add a few capitals. Like, I forgot the capital for this, capital for this, capital for that, and a few other places. No major deal. I'll make sure to do that, because I need capitals. Well, South Africa quickly moves into Hurrah to quickly seize Botswana, quickly moving north, quickly cutting Namibia off from the rest as they move up the Namibian coast. And from here, they launch a spearhead towards Namibia's capital, Woodspoet. And they manage to capture it. Thus, this area falls. And with them taking most of the area over, and all the foggy coast, they manage to seize most of the land. And then they quickly move into Mozambique. As they manage to get up to Malawi and move in, capturing Zimbabwe's capital, with this area of the alliance managing to fall. And then eventually it completely surrenders into South African domination. But don't worry, South Africa isn't the last one expanding on this continent. Nope. There's more. And while I know I'm technically on the alliance map, but I'll fix it to be an alliance map versus a regular map. But as you can see, they've expanded greatly. Well, I'll just draw on this alliance one member by one. With South Africa becoming the first member. Pretty much. So let's go to the next country, which is Algeria and Egypt deciding to go on a partition of some major nations because all they want is land, land, land. Nations established by... As you can see, I know that blue should have been changed, but not a big deal. We know they're not a part of this war. But we'll fix that later. With Algeria within the initial phase of this war managing to seize Tunisia and Libya's capital, with Libya quickly collapsing under Egypt and Algeria's might. Well, before we get Peace Treaty, I know I shouldn't use this color, but who's going to stop? Egypt goes on their expansion spree. Well, Egypt moves quickly down the Nile to quickly take Khartoum, and then they move over into this area. With their front looking like this, they capture Al-Fasher and stuff. And then on the other front, they manage to rapidly advance, quickly seizing Port Sudan. And then Sudan collapses. In South Sudan, they follow South Sudan cities, take their capital, and then, yeah, it didn't end well. Let's see the peace treaty and take off this expansionist spree. It's going to gain its coast back, and it's going to gain a vital trade route. It's upset it lost lands, but it's going to teach the World Treaty Organization a lesson. You can't keep me down. We won't be put down. This is our nation, our fight. As they quickly move in and get to the coast, with Morocco managing to keep the action from this alliance out. Yes, Morocco. And as you can see, they've thus annexed the Tigray nation that was made. Oops, there's no point making that. The Djibouti nation and Eritrea. Thus, they joined the alliance. Well, Tanzania's turn. With Tanzania being ready to join, too. They prepare an offensive north. Into Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda. Assuming I said that right. But anyways, it don't matter. And they march in like the world depends on it. They still haven't managed to liberate the DRC, but that's coming. They call it liberation. Is it truly liberation? I don't know. And Ethiopia and Egypt working together? Definitely very likely. Definitely. Definitely not. But anyways. Let's go and see Nigeria do their stuff. Okay, they've all secured a lot of land. All this land the West can't take from it. It's quite significant. The World Treaty Organization won't be able to steal the resources and make themselves rich at the expense of the neighbors. But let's see how they manage to do this. Oh, genius. Genius. With African nations not really disliking it, they don't really resist. It's almost like they know this is good. And Nigeria just gives up. Better than the nations supported by other nations attacking you. And well, as we can see now, this is all the alliance members' borders connect. The goal of this alliance is to kick, well, the people stealing their resources out, take over the continent, unifying it, and revolt against the World Treaty Organization. Well, as the African nations have secured massive gains, Morocco has been secretly aligned to them to continue to keep the World Treaty Organization from intervening. Questionable loyalty, but multiple questionable loyalties. And let's see the next nation to leave this alliance with no plan. Because the alliance has to kick them out. The expansionist nation everybody likes. The one that everybody's too scared to deal with decides to strike. Along with the Kurdish nation. And well, Iraq intervenes. And as you can see, this is a major war. Now the Kurdish nations quickly move into Mosul and Aleppo, quickly securing their gains across here. But meanwhile, let's focus on the one we were here for, which is Jordan's collapse. Jordan gets completely destroyed. Syria loses its capital already. Syria loses its coast. Connection between the two forces. And while this nation over here decides they want some more oil. Greedy. So they invade the south to secure more port access. And with the Kurds who are moving south, the Israelis moving in this direction, they come in, they all converge at Baghdad, completely collapsing it. With Iraq realizing, yeah, maybe we weren't meant to be. So let's see the peace and forming the Mesopotamian Alliance. Why do they form it? Because they kinda have no other choice. They're being pushed away internationally. Because nobody likes expansionist, coolest, this kind of stuff. And New Iraq. Yes, Little Iraq. As the Kyrgyzstan, Lurs, whatever stuff, did that. Well, let's see what Ukraine does. Are they friendly or not? Well, they're not blue this time. Force of habit. And they decide to go on the triple expansion. Well, I call it triple. It's really in two directions. We can call it. It's actually 4 nations. With them quickly moving in and quickly seizing Minsk. Then they move in to the Volga nation and they take what Volgograd is in part of it. With some Kazakh forces helping out. So they'll be rewarded. And well, Grozny falls, and the rest of these Caucasus nations fall. Let's see how it's with no concern for the repercussions. Because nobody can stop them. With the Stan nation deciding to align with the Chinese Republic nation. With China agreeing to work with them. In return, half of East Turkestan will be split. You might be wondering, why is it going to be such a big war? It's not really a big war, it's just a bunch of nations. It'd be like if a nation decided to annex everything they could. Doesn't mean they're strong nations. Well, yeah, this is going to be fun. With Kazakhstan quickly doing the first 2 targets before the second war begins. Just know these nations aren't actually at war yet, but be patient as Tatarstan falls. And Afghanistan is beginning to fall. And well, it doesn't look good for them either. With Afghanistan falling, the Baluchi state then falls. At the beginning of the war, the advances are mostly in East Turkestan, where China and Kazakhstan, the Stan nation, Stanistan, reach each other. With China at this point launching the Manchurian campaign, quickly seizing Manchuria. They may be a democracy, but they are imperialist. With China launching a big invasion, managing to take Ulaanbaatar, then they start moving across Mongolia, along with Kazakhstan moving in. From the other front, then this happens, as you can see, with Tibet beginning to fall from 2 fronts. Well, that was it for Tibet. I guess we don't have many new nations anymore. But let's see the peace. Kiev pact being formed with Kazakhstan, with Stanistan, Chinese Republic, and Ukraine, as they have all greatly expanded. Well, the world order is splitting slowly, with Europe in one side of this alliance, Asia in another. And while North and South America together, Morocco wanting to go there. Join this and go down. Although for the unification, not much has been thought of how it will work. But as you can see, this world order has severely been questioned, with the World Treaty Organization being tested by various wars and traitors. It's only a matter of time till the split will take place and the alliance will implode. Many countries feel like they have been put down for too long and must revolt. Well, if you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and theories. Also, click the notification bell to not miss part 8 on Saturday and American Paranoia Tuesday. Wild Mamper out, and click a video above.